we are here.
It's our brand new podcast. It's our very first time. Very first.
Super fun!
Yes. And we decided to do a podcast because what we do all the time is sit around and talk.
Yeah.
It seemed like a natural fit.
A little bit of coffee.
And drink coffee. Here's to drinking coffee and talking.
Yes!
Two of our favorite things.
You too.
For sure. You too. Cheers to you.
Yes, so...
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know.
Okay.
You
I was going to
start.
say, it doesn't have to be coffee. It can be whatever does it for you.
It can be whatever you need it to be.
Whatever. Tea. A little bit of wine.
Definitely tea.
Yeah. The tea is healthier, but it could be wine if you want. So, yeah, so here we are.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to our first ever podcast, Fancy A Cuppa.
Exactly.
And I just want to say thank you to my dear friend Sarah, who I've known for too many years to count now.
Okay. We met in college.
We did.
Doing theater.
Yes. 2004.
Oh my.
I did the math.
Oh.
So, yeah, I actually don't know how many years.
What is that, 12 years?
12, yes, fall of 2004.
That is...
It's a long time.
Where has
We were
the
so
time
young.
gone?
I think
It's been 12 years.
It went into our children.
So we have done, like, a lot of theater together.
Very much theater.
I was a
All the
minor.
theater, very much.
She was a major.
Yes.
So we've directed shows together.
Yes. Yeah, children's shows.
Children's shows.
Yes.
Those are fun.
Yes. They are fun. But
They are fun.
They're hard work to
They're-
direct.
They're so stressful.
But we've also acted together.
We have acted together.
Yes, and that's a little easier in my opinion.
Yes, it
it's
is.
still hard, but it's
Yes.
not as hard as wrangling 30 children twice a day.
Yes. Okay, favorite show that we have gotten to do. I guess we haven't really done all, like...
We've directed a lot together, but we haven't acted in as many.
Yeah. Steel Magnolias.
Yeah, I gotta go with that.
Best hands
But
down.
I think, okay, for when everybody knows Steel Magnolias.
Yes.
Like, if you don't know Steel Magnolias, go rent the movie.
Oh.
You're behind.
Best ever.
Go rent the movie. If you are in our age group, or any age group really, and you haven't seen Steel Magnolias,
What?
go rent it. It's Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
It's Sally Field.
Yes.
Olympia Dukakis.
Dolly Parton.
I love Dolly. I love me some Dolly.
She's the best.
I can't get enough Dolly, honestly.
Give me a Truvies.
Yeah, Truvies, exactly.
Truvies Hair Salon.
So, anyway, if you don't know Steel Magnolias, go rent it. But Sarah played Annelle
Yes.
in Steel Magnolias, which is such a great character. I think she has, like, the greatest arc in the show.
She does. It's a fantastic arc.
She grows so much. She sort of, like, finds herself.
And she has the different stages of just being totally crazy in different types of ways.
Every single one is fun.
Yes.
And there's not a bad character in that show. And I got to play Shelby, which was my dream role. And I got to do it twice.
Yes.
With you playing Annelle.
And it's fun because you get to die.
But in all seriousness, actually that was kind of fun. And do you know why? Because then I got to sit backstage for the whole last scene and listen to you guys.
Oh, just...
Well, okay, well, and I don't know if fun's the word.
Oh.
Because I'm a narcissist.
That's
and I just love hearing you guys talk about me. But it was like, I would sit back there and just be like, these people are so talented. Like, it was so awesome to sit back there and hear you guys. And eventually I had to stop because I would cry every single time.
For real. I think we were all crying real tears.
Well, and when you know she's based on a real character,
Yes.
and the guy that wrote the play lost his sister, and it's his tribute to her.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And so you can't help but get a little...
I know.
It's just about it.
Oh, it's great. If you can be in that show, be in that show.
Be in that show.
If you
Watch
watch
the
it.
show.
Oh, watch it.
Stage minute. Go see it.
Yeah.
Do anything. Anything to be involved with the show.
Yes.
It's totally worth your time.
Yeah. So that's
For
just
sure.
one of the
Many
things.
I think we agree that that's probably our favorite
Yes.
that we've done together.
By far. Because it was just really fun. It was,
And, yeah, it was
community
fun.
I talk.
I say the words.
The words.
Sometimes I say the words, sometimes I say the things. You just never know which one.
Never know what's going to come out of my mouth.
I think that's why we get along.
Probably so. Because I was thinking, like, because I always feel like, oh, I didn't say that right or didn't say enough. or I should have said something.
I know what you're going to say.
And you're always like, I said too much.
Way too much.
We balance each other.
We do. I have the word vomit. I know that's not like a flattering term, but that's what it is. And it totally stems from like social anxiety. And so I'm in a situation and I say things that in no way reflect how I actually feel. Like they're just
I do that too.
Silence. I'm like,
Yes.
what am I saying? And my husband laughs at me. He actually makes fun of me for that. He can tell when I'm really nervous, and sometimes he'll just look at me and I'm like, stop. I know. I can't.
I think we all do that though, because you end up like, especially if you're around familiar people, or very unfamiliar people. You know, the two extremes. Like you end up saying something. There's bugs in here. I'm sorry.
I was like, what? You end up saying what? What's getting my
Sorry, there's random bugs in here, and I was hoping that they wouldn't. I promise I've taken out my trash.
I'm not worried about
It's clean.
Are they like the little gnats?
Yes.
I get those all the time.
I don't know why they're here,
no, I
but
don't know either,
bug spray.
Yeah, just where you live, probably. It's
I'll
good.
try to ignore them.
I didn't even notice it until you clapped, so.
Okay, so, all right.
Okay.
Back to what we were talking about. Okay, you have a few things that you wanted, like, who is Katie? Tell me. Let's hear.
Okay, so, oh my gosh, I didn't write anything down for this.
That's fine.
I sent you the bio for the webpage, but I'm unprepared to talk about
It's
this.
so hard to talk about who you are. Go for it.
Well, my name is Katie.
Hey.
And I'm 33, and I'm a mom, and I'm married to a sheriff's deputy, which is an interesting thing right now to me, obviously because I'm married to him, but I mean, I think it's interesting in the world we're living in right now, like to sort of have one foot in that law enforcement world and see it from that perspective, but also have one foot in the like civilian world and understand the dynamics. And so anyway, there's that. Got 2 kids. They're pretty cool.
They are cool.
I live in the country. I like to read. I like Netflix. We bond a lot. I noticed like probably 70% of our conversations are about Netflix. I just want to put that out there.
Most of my conversations with anybody are about Netflix or some TV show I'm
Is that a
watching.
stay-at-home mom thing? I don't know. I don't know if it's a stay-at-home, work-at-home mom thing or just an everyone thing now. Nowadays.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, because you just put it on in the background.
Yeah.
Like, I always have Gilmore Girls going.
And why on earth wouldn't you?
Exactly.
I mean.
Exactly.
It's all the happy things.
It really is.
Yeah. This week, by the way, is Gilmore Girls week. This next week is the week. Okay, so the 25th of November, the new Gilmore Girls series comes out.
So excited.
And they got all the major players back, it sounds like.
Yes, they sure do.
Yay.
I just cannot wait.
Even Suki. And I was sad because she wasn't going to, and I was.
Oh, I know. And
love
Kirk,
Suki.
man.
Yeah.
The more I rewatch those older shows,
great,
Kirk
dude.
is hilarious.
But it's so weird because, like, actually in the first one, he's not Kirk.
He's Mick.
Yeah.
Like, but the audience liked him.
Yeah,
And so
yeah.
they brought him back as
I
another
love it.
character. It's so great.
And he's great.
Yes.
I mean, you really couldn't have Stars Hollow without him.
You couldn't. And
No.
like the Babette ate oatmeal
Yes.
shirt. Yes, I would like a Babette ate oatmeal
Me
shirt.
too. Send us if you are independently wealthy and have nothing better to do with your money than send strangers or friends shirts. Send us a Babette ate oatmeal shirt or an Oi with
We'd
the
wear it.
Poodles shirt.
Yes. Boy with the poodles.
Really, any Gilmore Girls shirt
Just
we wear.
except the ugly snake one or the ugly dog face one.
I haven't seen that one.
The episode where Lorelai gives the money that her dad gives her, she gives it to pay off Chilton to her mom. It's her birthday.
Yes.
She's wearing this horrible
Yes.
snake shirt. And it's
There's
like,
a-
that's just like...
And you can get the snake shirt?
That's
Or you're
symbolic.
just saying.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably not. But...
Maybe now you can.
now you can,
Maybe
probably.
we'll sell them.
No, but it's just like, oh, that's symbolic.
Yeah, no, don't send us the snake shirt. that's an intense episode. We should move on. This isn't really what our podcast this week is about.
No, it's not. But it kind of is.
It kind of is.
Gilmore Girls is life.
Everything is about Gilmore Girls, like all the time. So
okay,
can't go wrong.
I can give a few things about
please
myself.
tell us about yourself. I don't. Yeah.
And again, it's like, okay, I have to introduce myself. This is like one of my biggest fears. Insert awkward laughter here.
Hey man, we're all about the awkward
Okay.
laughter. No judgment here.
I like anything sparkly.
Yay, me too.
Any just sparkle.
Yes,
And
you've always
pink.
been like that. Actually, I
I
remember.
have.
Do you remember when we did the show with the glitter and we found it years later in the theater?
I sure do remember, and we got these chairs. Okay, I directed Princess and the Pea.
Yes.
And it was our theater fraternity. We put that on as a fundraiser.
It was a great show, but a lot of bad things happened.
It was a lot. It was a very hard show.
Yeah.
Well, in the sets, the backdrop, they had these purple and white diagonals that, of course, we spray glittered.
Yes.
And we got in trouble for the spray glitter because it got everywhere, and you can't paint over spray glitter.
You can't really.
Everything.
And
and then also there were these great chairs. Don't tell anybody that I spray glittered them.
They still have glitter stuck to them. I've
glitter.
seen them.
They're way
still
prettier
them
now.
Sometime. Been 10 years.
Glitter everywhere.
They are prettier. They needed it. They totally needed the glitter. Who doesn't need glitter?
Who doesn't need glitter?
Okay, sorry. Go ahead. I hijacked you.
No, it's bad because it's like when you're thinking like, oh, I have to describe myself in like, I don't know. I'm just weird.
No, I mean, it's hard because you want to, like, for me, it's like, I want to sound interesting.
Exactly.
But then I'm looking at, I'm like, I'm not that interesting.
I know,
But you are, though. tell us.
Okay, well, tell us more. 90s punk rock. I love that. Makes me so happy. Angels and Airwaves. They were a little less known, but Jared Leto, how do you say his name?
Yeah.
Leto? He's in that.
Yes.
Him and his brother were like the leads
pretty.
for Angels and Airwaves.
Yeah, he's so
pretty.
He's so pretty.
Nice.
Every 90s girl, I think, had a little Jared Leto.
Yeah. And like he was a great Joker. Totally creepy.
It's very convincing.
Fantastic.
Yes, he did a great job.
Who doesn't want to be Harley Quinn?
It's for real, right?
Just saying.
I want to be her.
I'm telling you. And okay, let's see. I write much better than I speak.
Well, and that is an interesting thing about you is that you write.
I do write.
Right. And she's an awesome, excellent writer.
It's fun to write the words.
Yes.
And also, I did write this. I laugh when I don't understand what's going on.
Oh, so do I. Or I try to act like I understand, and then I give up and make an idiot out of myself because I tried for too long, and now I can't get out of like. There's no way. Everyone knows it's too late.
Exactly.
That's great.
Okay, should we do our first segment?
First segment,
because that whole thing wasn't a segment.
No, that was all just the warm-up.
So our first segment, we're calling it spitballing.
Spitballing.
Because we have this chart of, here, it's upside down, of 9 little topics. Here we go. I'm going to get it up closer to the screen
if
here.
If you are watching us, you can see the chart. If not, it's a cool chart. It's on a whiteboard.
It's very professional.
Extremely professional. The titles are extremely professional.
Yes.
Okay. And I bet you thought when we said spitballing that we were just using the expression, but no, you were wrong.
We're going to spitball these.
We're literally going to shoot a spitball at the board to decide what we're talking about in our first segment.
Yes, so for our listeners, here's our 9. These are the titles of these 9 topics that we have. Each podcast will have 2 that we each are going to, you'll find out.
Yes.
Okay, here's our 9 topics. Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love.
Hunka Hunka. I like that one.
Recipe box.
I want to get that
You'll never guess what that segment means.
Mystery.
Random junk in random places.
I kind of hope I get that
one. Okay, film school.
Film school. Wait, is that where we... Never mind, go ahead.
Oh, we didn't talk about this.
It's okay. It's okay. I think it's self-explanatory.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Okay, words. Woo-woo. Gone shopping.
Gone shopping.
Netflix fave. No idea what that one is. Literally.
Like literally, though.
And girl power.
Girl power.
Girl power!
I have to say everything you read off the board, apparently. I have to say it.
Yes!
After you. Like, that's what I just did. Anyway.
That's fantastic.
Sorry if that was awkward. Okay.
It's awesome.
So who's shooting the first spitball? You're doing it, right?
Wait, okay, I'll go first.
Okay,
here we go.
I'm doing it. I'm going to hold it. So you're going to spitball. Spitball at me. I'll just hold it out like this. If you're listening, I'm literally, like, she's sitting 6 feet away from me and she's going to shoot a spitball at me. Our friendship is taken to a whole new level of intimacy, you guys, and you saw it and heard it first. Okay.
I'm unwrapping. I'm not crying. Okay. I'm unwrapping the straw. Crinkle, crinkle.
Crinkle, crinkle.
I've never made a spitball. I'm going to tear it in half.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to wad it up.
Okay.
How do you like it?
You are supposed to technically get it wet, but I don't think you have to. She's shooting a straw wrapper out of a straw. Like, you do that at restaurants if you're an
I
urban,
do. Maybe
like,
I should just have left the straw wrapper on the straw.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
this is good.
Okay.
You can do this.
I'm going to shoot it. It's too big. I'm gonna like wherever it hits on the board, I'll do that one. So I'll have to like watch it.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens. Am I allowed to also give input after you've said your opinion?
Yes, definitely. Okay. If you want to add your own, I think that's totally fine. Okay, ready? Okay, ready? Okay. Words.
I had a moment there where I was scared it wasn't going to come out.
Me too.
It did come out, and it hit words.
Took a little bit of breath there.
Good job. Well done. Now there's a lot of pressure because then when it's my turn.
It is. Okay, that was good. I was really afraid it was going to hit a couple others that I wasn't as prepared for.
No, this is good. You did good.
But words. Okay, so this category, let me explain it. It's each. Okay, this, what am I saying? This words is like a fun phrase or saying or word.
Oh, yeah.
That is like interesting because there's a lot of people in this world and there's just some very interesting phrases that people all over the world say. And we watch way too much Australian and British TV.
We do, like a lot.
And
it's not healthy.
Like so much.
So much.
And as I've been writing a book that's maybe in Australia, I've done some research about their just very interesting phraseology. And I put this word on our website because I just think it's so much fun.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Rigididge.
Yes.
It's 2 words. It's Australian. Rigididge. It originated in the 1950s, and it's an old slang term meaning gold coin. I don't know how, but it turned into meaning the real article, or genuine, not false or pretentious.
Okay, so like the real thing.
Yeah, like the real deal. And like here's the example sentence. A true blue Rigididge Aussie.
A true blue Rigididge.
I
really want to try that in an Australian accent, but I think I've got to like work to perfect the accent first because I'm not sure I'm like ready.
I will never claim that I have a good Australian accent.
I met an Australian person the other day. I didn't tell you that.
No.
And she totally looked like that girl on Offspring, like the sister on Offspring.
Billy?
She looked like Billy.
Oh, that's
she had like Billy hair, and she was so cute. And I told her she looked like Billy, and she had no clue what I was talking about.
Like, what are you talking
and she was like, stupid Americans, I'm sure. But she was really nice, and Aussies are nice.
That is.
And I wonder if she says Rigididge.
Like in Texas? She was just.
No, it was when we were traveling.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, she was amazing. You just have to be Australian to be amazing.
You do. You just have to talk. And I will listen to
listen.
Almost anything. You can talk about, like, painting.
Read the phone book.
Read me the phone book.
Listen. I would
do
listen.
it.
All right.
Okay.
So words. Rigididge.
Rigididge.
Use it in a sentence to date and improve your vocabulary.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Okay. Okay. So, here's our next main topic, folks.
Main topic.
Gee, Katie.
Jeez, Sarah.
What's happening this Thursday?
What is happening? Let me consult my calendar.
What's on your calendar?
It's Thanksgiving in America this Thursday. I totally forgot. No, I didn't actually, because of all the stress and all the
How
things.
can you forget?
How can you forget? You can't. It's
Hashtag Thanksgiving.
Hashtag Thanksgiving. You know what? I know a lot of people who are doing Friendsgiving this year.
I've seen that a lot too.
I think it's super cute. It makes me think of New Girl. And
yes.
I love the New Girl Thanksgiving episodes. They're so great.
Those are the best.
But that's Netflix again. So
why does she eat the fish? Come on, Jess. That's so gross.
Honey, we love you, but yeah, okay.
Okay, so Thanksgiving.
It's Friendsgiving.
We talked about that at church today.
Yeah.
Because up to this point, I have, like, Thanksgiving is a holiday that you must do.
Yes.
And so you must do it.
So you do.
So you do.
Yes.
Like, the last couple of years, I've had to be the one who's cooking and everything. And so it's just like
yeah.
a lot of work.
That's a lot of
And
pressure.
it's like, okay, let me go to the store that's super crowded and buy a basket of groceries that are really, like, why am I spending $100 on one meal? I'm not even eating somewhere fancy.
Yeah.
I'm eating things I'm cooking.
Yes.
So, and then I have to cook it, and then I have to clean it up.
Yes.
And it's like,
So
this
much
isn't a
cleaning up.
holiday.
So much cleaning up. Yeah, I know. It is. It's like a work day.
Yes.
If you're the one doing the
It's like
cooking.
an extra work day.
It is.
Like,
It's
wait
like
a second.
when everyone else is watching football, you're like still washing,
Yeah,
still scraping
exactly.
the stuffing off the.
Exactly,
Yeah,
but I don't want to
no.
watch football either.
No, that's true.
Now, 2 years ago, two years ago, I committed. I did commit. No, because I tried this. I tried going like paleo, you know, and like
You were committed.
I was committed.
That's
I was like, I will use
ambitious.
no sugar. I will use no flour. I will, you know, I tried all. I made homemade cranberry sauce.
Wow.
Which actually I was
I'm
very proud.
impressed.
I was very proud of that. It was so
Yeah.
easy. You just boil cranberries for like 5 or 10 minutes, maybe longer. Don't trust that. Boil cranberries. And then I added stevia. And then mix it up till it's kind of jellied, and bam, you got
That sounds
cranberry
good,
sauce.
actually.
It was
and I could
delicious.
maybe not screw that up.
Exactly.
Shut up, Shade, my husband. I hear you arguing that I could screw that up. Stop.
No,
Sorry.
you can't. You can't, because people either like it jellied or they like it, you know, clumpy.
Yeah.
So like
berries more intense.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you really can't. You might char your pot well, and like it's super hard to clean up, maybe.
Yeah.
But
still
delicious.
Sacrifice
Worth
it on the altar
Yes.
of Thanksgiving.
And so like Wednesday night, I guess I stayed home cooking. For like 6 hours. I'm just like putting together a broccoli
my
casserole and I guess a fruit salad and cranberry sauce. Oh, and a couple other. I think I made a pumpkin pie.
Nice.
And like a couple some other few casseroles. I make messy potatoes.
Yeah. Oh, I love your messy potatoes.
Oh, I love my messy potatoes. And a couple other things. And I just played Heart of Dixie in the kitchen.
Yay!
And so I watched like 6 episodes of Heart of Dixie.
I can totally slam 6 episodes of that in one sitting. They're so great.
Yeah, and just like cooked my food. So I actually did really enjoy that. And then I ate a lot of it, and I didn't feel guilty about it.
That's amazing.
Which was the best part.
That is amazing. And it all was like tasty and healthy. Which is
Exactly.
like, that's the dream.
Yes.
That's the dream. Tasty
Yes.
and healthy.
Yeah.
And so many things we eat are so bad.
So bad.
Yeah.
So especially at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, which, okay, but I'm going to take a pass on Thanksgiving. Like, if you want to be unhealthy on Thanksgiving, you don't let us make you feel guilty. You go eat all the starches and all the pies and everything. But that being said, hats off to you, because that's amazing. I was like, because Shade and I are trying a new diet. And so I've been trying to, like, think, okay, I can make just a couple of dishes at least that...
Yeah.
You know, and even the thought of that is so overwhelming to me. So I'm like totally amazed that you managed to do your whole dinner that way. That's amazing.
I had some good recipes. I used the Trim Healthy Mama recipes and some from the Fit by Faith cookbook.
Oh, Fit by Faith. Shout out, Krista. We love you, Krista.
Yes. And so I like her pumpkin pie recipe. Oh, so good. Did that. So delicious.
I'm going to check that out.
Definitely. It's very good.
That is...
And like guilt-free.
Yeah, guilt-free is amazing. Especially Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Like, I don't even have that expectation on Thanksgiving, so that would be super amazing.
Exactly. Well, and I think this year we're going steaks.
For Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Nice.
Because I don't like turkey.
Well,
And
then.
like, it takes so many hours to cook.
It does, yeah.
Give me food.
Yeah.
Make me
Yeah.
wait 4 hours.
Well, what we do, and it's so bad because it does take so long to do everything. So whether I'm at my mom's house or my mother-in-law's house, like I'm not a cook really. And so I do this one thing for my dad. I do pumpkin pie. And I don't know if it's any good, but he pretends it is because I'm the only one who will make it for him. And so he always makes like a huge deal out of, it's the best ever. And I'm like, dude, I just follow the recipe on the can or whatever.
Hey,
pumpkin.
That counts. You made it.
I do have one secret, but I won't share that because it's literally the only thing I do that I have a secret about. Like the only dish that I make that is my like secret
We
recipe.
have to keep it then.
Yeah, but anyway, so that's
Katie's
like my
secret apple thing.
Yeah, so that's like the thing that I cook. I don't cook the other things unless it's like the ham, which hams are not terribly difficult.
Yeah.
But I do all the like, because it takes so long, we do finger foods and things before that. So
cheese ball.
I'm totally into like the cheeses and the veggie trays and like whatever weird thing I can find on Pinterest that literally is less than 5 steps or I won't do it. And so that's usually like my main contribution to Thanksgiving is like my pumpkin pie and my like finger foods. And sometimes I'll do a broccoli casserole because that I know how to do.
Yes.
I think that was the first thing I ever learned to make because I liked it when my mom made it. And it took years for it to taste like hers, but anyway.
So great. Well, everyone has their own like casserole.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, unique. Because you'll add your own random stuff into it.
You do. You end up... I remember feeling so clueless as a newlywed, like, not being able to cook hardly anything. But you do. You learn as you go, and you start to think, hey, that's pretty yummy, and I can tweak this, and
Yeah. I've been working on my messy potato casserole for, like, over 20 years. I kind of change it every time. And each one is, like, the best one you've ever had.
Really? I was going to say, it's always been delicious when I've had it. But there's, like, this one... Like, I still remember... Okay, this casserole is so good. It's so good that I still remember the first time that I ate it.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's like that good. Like that was the highlight of that day. Potato casserole. I like food. Did I say that?
No. Keep going. I have a messy potato casserole story after that.
No, that's the whole story. Is just I remember where we were. I remember what else you served. I remember.
That is so great.
I don't know that's like. That's a little sad, but they're that good.
They're that good.
They really are, truly.
No, there was one Christmas where we were at my aunt's house, and she didn't really like them, so she was like, we're having mashed potatoes. And so Christmas morning, we're like, she didn't get stuff. She didn't get the stuff for messy potatoes. So Christmas morning, we went to Walgreens. We went to like 2 or 3 different Walgreens trying to find.
And did you find
the ingredients? We eventually did. We found like a HEB or something.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, because like Christmas was almost ruined.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had messy potatoes.
That's so scroogey to not let you have your messy potato. No, I get it though. It's family. I mean, and people have their preferences. Yeah. I remember one time, I won't say when, we had a Thanksgiving where my mom makes really good mashed potatoes, like super good. And my brother and I are super picky about, everything. Really, we're very picky people. It's not nice. But my mom makes great mashed potatoes, and they're fluffy, and they're not lumpy, and they're buttery, and they're just... They're delicious. They're just so delicious. And someone else came and they offered to bring the potatoes, and because my mom was nice, she's like, yeah, sure.
Oh, no.
And it was the saddest Thanksgiving.
It is sad. Especially when you're like looking forward to like that dish.
Well, and we do. We specifically look forward to mashed potatoes.
You're like, I don't make messy potatoes except for like the holidays.
Yeah.
This is a special thing, and like a birthday.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah, but it's like special. So I get that.
Yeah, well, and I don't make mashed potatoes much because... I mean, it's just like one of those things that, for one, I'm always preparing food for small people, and neither one of my kids really likes mashed potatoes. And then also just, I know that it's not good for me, and I tend to eat too much of it, so I just don't make it, and then I don't have that to contend with. So we look forward to those mashed potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
So
I hear you.
Yeah. Anyway.
I hear you.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, what?
Do you have any tips for surviving the holidays? Because they can be amazing, but Thanksgiving can also be really stressful.
It sure
really
can
be.
And you know what's funny? If you Google Thanksgiving survival tips, there's a lot.
Can you show the people who are watching your list?
It's maybe 4 or 5 pages.
She's so prepared. This is
okay.
She's
Also, I'm a little OCD. Just a little bit. No, and again, if I don't have something useful to say in front of me, I'll just kind of like babble on until I come to something. So I found a few interesting things, and actually one that I think is just super fascinating that I think we can all use because it's just interesting.
Bring it
Okay,
on.
so here are 10 quick tips for surviving Thanksgiving with the dysfunctional family, because
every family is dysfunctional to some degree, really.
Yeah, I mean, if there's more than like the normal, like 4 or 5 of you, it's like the crazy.
The dynamics come in. I mean, I think any gathering of people, you're always going to have dynamics that make it.
Yeah, especially if you're not used to hanging out with
them. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, or if you spend too much time with them.
Yeah.
Okay, number 1. Line up some co-conspirators. This one actually made me laugh, the different tips that it had. Because it's like, yeah, you do. You need your buddy. You need your battle buddy.
There you go.
In the trenches with you.
There you go.
That was a good one.
Pretty smart, actually.
Yeah. So here we go. Brainstorm ways to steer a certain individual's most tiresome and troublesome antics in a different direction.
Nice.
That's the best. Use the signal. Tag team it.
There you go.
There you go. Okay. Number 2. Ask your co-conspirators to brainstorm ways to give challenging relatives an assignment. So
that's genius.
Yeah, so if like I'm trying to cook stuff and Uncle Bud is doing something super obnoxious, I'm like, Katie, maybe you can like ask him to go like
help Aunt Mabel with
exactly.
Else,
need to fix the lock on the door or something.
There you go. That's genius.
Useful hands.
That's a good tip. I like that one.
Yes. Oh, here's a good one. Number 3, invite buffers.
Oh, yeah.
So most people's manners improve when outsiders enter the scene.
I've done that. Not at Thanksgiving. My family's very sweet, but I have done that in certain.
Think about elderly people in your church, your neighbors, or community whose children live far away, or divorced friends whose kids are with the other parent this year, or foreign exchange students from your local high school or college. I think that's a great idea.
That's
honestly.
Great. Yeah.
Unless the person coming is like crazy.
Yeah. Well, there are some things no buffer can even fix for you.
It's so true.
It's just
okay. Okay? Here's number 4. Nowhere is it written that there shall be alcohol whenever a family gets together. So if you have drinkers in your family, just don't have it.
Like, yeah.
I don't have that problem. Like, we
don't either.
Like, I don't know. Like, when I read that, I was like, people have alcohol? Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
I don't live in a bubble.
Yeah. I have never once had, like, people. I take that back. I think that there have been times when we had, like, a glass of wine, but it wasn't part of the dinner. It was, like, it was more of a after dinner or, whatever.
A treat, something.
Yeah, a treat. Yeah, it wasn't like, I can't think of a time where that's ever been on the menu, really.
Yeah. But if you have someone in your family who, goes crazy, just hide the bottles.
Yeah, I mean, for sure you don't do that if you've got, alcoholic Uncle Steve who's like...
Uncle Steve.
Yeah, super hardcore and,
Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, number 5, take charge of seating. And that's a segue into this other very fascinating thing. Okay. Or should I go into the seating chart thing, or should I continue with my 10 tips?
Segue away.
Okay, segue. Okay. Now, this is from Real Simple, and this is about setting up your dinner table with people who will work together well. So it's had that you have these different personalities. You have a diva, you have your introvert, you have a charmer. The charmer is someone who just likes everyone and they can talk to anybody and they just like everything and they're fun and
yes.
The diva is the diva needs attention. Yeah. They're fun and interesting, but
they can be too much.
They need they're a strong personality.
Yeah, there you go.
And they're right.
Yes.
The introvert.
Yes.
The politico, so your politician. It's fun when you have a family of those. Of your entertainer, the person who's always goofing off, and sometimes it's the person who thinks they're the funniest and they're not.
That could never happen.
Maybe that's the diva too. I don't know. The outsider, if you invite a guest or something, or the new person to the family.
Yes, and if they even showed up, props to them, because that's my idea of a nightmare, to show up at someone's family holiday and you don't know them very well.
Exactly. And then we have the gossip fodder, which is the person who's had the most scandal recently. The person who's newly divorced or newly married and you're not sure why. Yeah. And, the things, the person with the shady self to them. So, okay. So, and then there's, of course, the host, and that's usually you or me. So, okay, so the host, you would seat them either next to the introvert or the diva, but you would avoid the co-host. So if you have a co-host, put that other co-host someone else so they can help crowd manage.
There you go, I like it.
Okay, your charmer, you want them next to anyone. That's just fine. Yay for the charmer.
Thank you for being
Let's have the charmers.
Yes.
If you have a Jill, she's a charmer.
She is a charmer.
It doesn't matter.
Yes.
If you have a Jill.
And she'll go out of
Jill.
her way to speak to people.
Yes.
And I think that's something that is, I'm so grateful for that at any gathering.
Yes.
You know.
Maybe Jennifer's too.
Yeah.
I don't really, I'm not close to a lot of Jennifer's, but it seems like Jennifer Lawrence, if she just, showed up at your Thanksgiving.
I feel she would totally be a charmer.
She would just be a charmer.
Definitely not a diva. I feel like she would be,
Just fun.
Totally.
Okay.
I love her.
And you would avoid sitting the charmer next to the host, because you want them to help talk to the other people.
Right.
The politico. Next to the diva, or the entertainer, or the host. You would avoid the introvert, or the gossip fodder. So you don't want your angry people sitting together. Avoid that.
That's good.
Maybe across from each other, but not next to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Your entertainer next to the gossip fodder or the introvert.
Yes.
But avoid the diva or the host.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because the entertainer and the diva are going to fight for attention.
Yeah.
So place them apart.
Yep.
The diva next to the introvert or the charmer, but avoid the entertainer.
I feel like we should protect the introvert from the diva a bit, though.
I feel
we
like
should put him on the other side
and the politico.
Yeah.
Just put that poor introvert next to the charmer. Just put them together.
Yes, so there you go.
Okay, your gossip fodder. Put them next to the host, the charmer, or the outsider. But you don't want to keep him or her comfortable.
Yeah.
So you'll avoid putting that person next to the politico. Just
there you go.
Don't do that.
They've got enough going on.
They have enough going on.
Bless them. They've got enough.
And then the introvert, put them next to the host, the charmer, or the gossip fodder. Really makes sense.
Yeah.
Because the introvert won't bring it up.
Yeah.
They'll just be like, I'm gonna eat my fish.
Yeah.
Fish. I don't know. Who eats fish?
Thanksgiving. You just be quiet and sit there
If
and eat your
you're
Thanksgiving
serving fish to your Thanksgiving guests, they hate you. Rethink your life.
Truth hurts. I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, stupid people.
Okay, no, it's okay. Fish is good. Fish are good?
I mean,
fish is good. Fish are good?
If fish is the only choice, I can say it's pretty safe to say that there are going to be a high percentage of your guests are going to hate you. But it's like you can have the fish or the turkey. Then I can see that working.
Okay, have
I like
options.
fish.
Options are good.
Options.
Maybe if it's in a taco.
That's so funny that you say that, because where I grew up, fish tacos are the weirdest. No one had heard of fish tacos where I grew up. The first time I heard of fish tacos was when I went to visit my friend at college, and he went off to A&M, and he took me to eat somewhere in College Station, and I had never been there, and he was like, oh, this place has the best fish tacos, and I had to act like I totally thought that was normal. And I was horrified, and he's eating them. He's like, these are so good, and I was eating them, and I was so grossed out, you guys. Now I like them, but where I'm from, that's just so not what you eat. But there's no fish there. There's no water where I live. We don't eat any kind of fish, or where I'm from, there's no.
You can have a really bad fish taco.
Yeah, and I honestly don't know if this one was bad or good, because I think I was too in my head about the whole thing. You know what I mean? That's not ever happening.
Yeah.
Okay.
It needs to have.
Sorry, that went on for too long. Go ahead. On with the survival tips.
Okay.
Enough with the fish
last
tacos.
one. This is the last one.
Fish tacos.
For the introvert, you put them next to the host, the charmer, or the gossip fodder, but avoid the outsider or the politico.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Because the politico
brilliant.
will railroad the introvert.
I feel like
just so fascinating, and that was real simple. If you Google real simple seating charts, you'll find out.
Awesome.
So okay, back chasing that rabbit. Back to number 6. Guide the conversation.
that stresses me out so much.
Have talking
Anxiety
points.
just thinking about it.
What I did one year. I loved this actually. As the month of November had progressed, I had started. I had actually thought ahead, and so I had made a Thanksgiving tree. So I had gotten a vase and put a whole bunch of sticks in it, and I had cut scraps of paper that was green and orange and yellow, and I tied little strings on them. And so every day, me and the one kid, we would write something every day that we were thankful for. So we would put that on the quote tree.
It sounds really cute.
And it was actually pretty cute because it looked kind of like a fall tree because of all the different colors.
Sure.
And
that's fun.
And so that was one thing that we did that year, that I had everybody write down something they were thankful for on those. And then we also talked about the ones that were also on the little tree.
Yes.
And that was really cute because she had drawn some little stick figures of people, and so it was cute conversation stuff.
Yes.
And this one also had talked about the conversation game. So what you can do for the conversation game, make a stack of cards with discussion starters on them, brainstorm starters that will make people reminisce or laugh. To play the game, ask the person to your right to pick a card and read it. Each person at the table gets to answer. It's fine for someone to pass if they don't have something to say. Everyone has a turn to respond, and the deck gets passed to the next person. So it was things like, what song brings up the happiest memories for you? If you were a car, what kind would you be? What was the best day of your life so far? If you could change places with a celebrity, who would it be and why? If you could go to a fancy restaurant and price were no object, where would you go and what would you order? What's the best way to cheer up when you're down? You know, fun little things like that.
Yeah, that is fun.
You know, simple things that aren't too deep, but they're not too shallow, and they're interesting. And it's always fun to have someone's favorite about something and to talk about why.
Because, and then everyone will have something to say if they want to.
Yes.
That gives everyone an opportunity to talk. Oh, okay, so what's your favorite? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, so that's a good one, especially if it's like people that you don't know very well.
Yeah,
or people you don't know who you aren't around very often.
That's really handy. I like that.
Okay, number 7. Give kids a way to be included.
Yay!
Then set them free.
There you go.
Exactly.
For real.
Don't coop them up.
No, let them go when they're done. Let them go.
Then make them nap.
Yeah, there you go.
Talk about, have a child care schedule. Maybe have the adults, have on a rotation or something. If you have the littles, have them be willing to take turns with the kids.
I like that.
Plan ahead to share the load, and nobody feels martyred, and everybody has a better time.
Yeah, that's really good advice, actually. There are so many grandchildren, 7 grandchildren.
So many.
In our family.
So many.
And it's so much so that you really don't want to leave one person watching them.
It's true. Not for too long.
You can leave a couple, or you can leave the guys, the men, or the women.
Yes.
But I think we've all sort of realized, okay, don't leave one person. And my mother-in-law, she says wooing them all to me because she's wonderful. But
that's great.
It's
that's like the heavens open and the lights shine down from heaven.
Yes. God bless her, and her white garment blows in the breeze.
Yes, it does.
But I think that's awesome to have a rotation. That's a good idea.
Yes. Okay. Number 9, provide escape routes. Togetherness is not for everyone.
There you go.
Make sure there are ways for the shyer or more intimidated to get away from the crowd.
I love that so much. Yes. There are so many times I have longed for that in situations.
Yeah. Ooh, here. Set up a jigsaw puzzle on a card table in a corner.
Shout out to Darby.
Yeah, ask for help in the kitchen to give the overwhelmed person a graceful way to withdraw from the bore who is boring her.
Yeah, there you go.
If most people will be watching football, set up a movie in another room for those who want out. Arrange with one of your co-conspirators to suggest the before or after walk for people who need a breather.
There you go.
Yeah. Number 10, after everyone leaves, reward yourself.
Heck yeah.
Exactly, whatever you need to do. Maybe take a bath.
Yeah.
Watch something on TV.
Eat some pie by yourself.
Have some coffee.
That's the dream. Pie
Have
and
a
coffee.
Fancy A Cuppa.
Fancy A Cuppa and some friggin' awesome Thanksgiving pie.
Exactly.
That's a great way to end the day.
It is.
Especially if you're running around all day.
So with the whipped cream.
Yeah. Whipped cream, for sure.
So do you have tips?
I do. Okay, so mine are kind of simple. I was talking to a friend the other day who was a little nervous about the family dynamics at her gathering this Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And we were, I started sending her pictures of hunky men to alleviate her anxiety, which I don't know if she appreciated or was annoyed by. She said she appreciated it. But as a joke, because she was going to start interacting with the relatives pretty immediately, and so I was I knew she was with them, and so I was like, here's a picture of Chris Pratt and Leonardo DiCaprio, and so if you know your friends at a stressful dinner, send her funny texts and give her a reason to check her phone.
Can't go wrong with a Giphy.
You can't, and okay, I feel bad. Yours were also nice and mine are sort of sneaky, some of them. Okay, not really. Okay,
let's hear it.
The one.
No, this one made me laugh a lot.
So, okay, I am the extrovert if it's my family, the introvert if it's literally anyone else.
Yep.
And so there's just, you learn. And
so true.
yeah, I mean, okay, I think, and this is a less sneaky one, that seriously, just pray before you go. I know that seems like,
But
that
it's
just
true,
seems
man.
But pray
Yes.
before you go and ask for, calmness and wisdom as you, because like if you get the word vomit like me, wisdom is really important to pray for. Like, because I can offend, I've stuck my foot in my mouth so many times, like I have to pray for wisdom.
I don't know what you mean
Please
at all.
don't let me, no. No. Well,
Not just 0%.
this is why we're
Continue.
friends. Okay, so pray. I mean, pray before you go. So that's the less nefarious way to
that's
go.
the best tip, probably.
And then again, and also take your alone time if you need it. Don't be afraid. I think to go to say I need some fresh air and go outside.
Yes.
When I first married my husband, he's from a big family. I only have one sibling, and so the marathon family gatherings. I mean, everyone's doing their own thing, but I'm super exhausted by all of it. And so I would have to separate myself. And I felt bad because I'm sure at the time it seemed rude because I didn't know how to gracefully excuse myself. Yeah. But sometimes I just think you have to take the moment when you need it. Go in the other room, catch your breath. Go in the bathroom if you have to. I have been guilty of going to the bathroom, shutting the door, sitting on the counter and playing on my phone for 5 minutes and just breathing. Because sometimes, especially if you're someone who has anxiety or something like that, sometimes just the deep breathing with no one around to watch can sort of help, bolster you for the next hour or whatever. And so,
most definitely.
So there's that. Also, BuzzFeed, like the website. Okay, it's total fluff, this website, and it can be very political. So watch out for that. But
check the humor articles.
Yes,
and
the humor articles. Yeah. I mean, just get somewhere, remove yourself mentally by going on a website that you like or whatever on your phone if you're able to.
Or Pinterest the humor.
Pinterest humor.
The humor thread or whatever.
Yes. Anything like that you can do, it's okay to break away. And I just want to stress that. And then also, I think, keep your comforts with you. If you're bringing something, bring something you like. And a cup of coffee can go a long way to me. I mean, it's so silly, but you're sitting across the table from someone and feeling overwhelmed by everything, by their behavior or what they're saying, or by just all of it, whatever it is. And you have a cup of coffee sitting in front of you, and all of a sudden it just puts me in a place of, it gives me that one little bit of familiarity and comfort that sort of grounds me in that situation.
Yes.
And, I think this is something I've been trying to practice recently because I do sometimes have that sort of social awkwardness. A lot.
Again, I don't know what you're talking about.
I know.
No.
It's just
if I'm anything, it's socially awkward.
Well, I think that you're not, I think you come off a lot better than you probably think. But anyway, it's just, be proactive. The one thing that is really, if you don't know what to say or do something kind. Say something kind.
Yes.
Plan an act of kindness to bless someone will be there. It's something small. If they're struggling with something, just be a friend. Just tell yourself, I'm going to ask them how they're doing and really listen to the answer. Because how much do we just, my word vomit is completely selfish because it's just me filling silence. And I'm so freaked out that I'm not listening to the other person. And I think to really listen to someone or to reach out to them in a way, ask them about their kids, about their church, if they go to church, about their family, whatever. Just reach out to them, find what their needs are, and then try to find a small way to meet some part of whatever need you can. I think that to do that, or, my kids are wanting to make little place cards that also have a little candy thing with them, and that's a thing that they can be proud of, that people will comment on and they can react and say thank you, and it's a little surprise for the people that are going to be there. And so I think any kind thing you can think of to do, not only does it bridge the gap between you and the other person a little, and not only is it just a nice thing to do, but it also gives you a role to play in some small way so that you're not just lost in the sauce. Because I tend to enter new situations and just feel lost in the sauce. And it's so silly that something that small can make a difference in that. But it does. For me to have a thing to do, a thing to say, a thing to give, just really helps me. And then, you can think of your next thing to do or give or say. And you don't have to be on 100% all the time. You can you know, you can listen, you can learn, you can observe. Sometimes it's super interesting just to sit back and observe the dynamics at play, or the stories being told, or the movie quotes that people, like, my husband's family gathering are always spouting, and I have no idea what some of them mean, but it's like, I mean, it doesn't have to be the pressure on you to perform all the time.
Yeah.
You know, there are times you can sit back, do your part, do the best you can, and then take your hands off of it and try to enjoy the day. I mean, sometimes that's all you can do.
That's so true.
So, yeah. And that's about all I got.
I like it.
So there's that. Do you have any particular favorites that you look forward to at Thanksgiving? Favorite things that happen, or things that you eat, or traditions or anything?
Oh. And again, like, I guess, see, okay, I was thinking about this earlier, and, like, again, I think of, like, broccoli casserole when I think of the Thanksgiving dinner and turkey, and I'm really not a fan of turkey or broccoli casserole.
Yeah.
So, I love my messy potatoes.
Yes.
And
did we mention the messy potatoes? Because they're good. Sorry, go ahead. I just want to make sure I mention them.
It's just the messy potatoes.
Yeah.
When I die, that's what people will want, is my messy potato casserole recipe.
Your girls will be like, I really miss Mom's messy potatoes. And they'll fight each other for the rest of it.
Exactly.
It's so great, though. What a great legacy. Like,
exactly.
It's a small part of your legacy.
Exactly. Yeah. They're so unhealthy for you. Like, actually, okay, the year, exactly, they got a lot of butter. Like, the year that I went healthy, you know, I did do messy potatoes just regular. I'm like, forget it, like, no.
Well, they would be less messy and therefore less delicious.
Exactly.
If you didn't do either way.
So that's my favorite. And also, like, we did have our, like, church Thanksgiving meal, community Thanksgiving meal, and someone brought cream corn. And let's just stop for a minute and praise the Lord for cream corn.
Wait. I thought that was going a different direction, if I'm honest. Like, I don't really praise the Lord for cream corn. But anyway, go ahead. Okay,
like Rudy's barbecue.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever had Rudy's barbecue?
Yes.
Oh, they have cream corn.
Oh, I haven't had their cream corn.
See, maybe, like, if you're not a cream corn, then you're like, it's the worst thing ever.
I don't hate it, but just go ahead.
But if you like cream corn, it's like heaven on earth. Like, if you're, like, maybe I'll start describing heaven by saying it is cream corn. There you go.
Okay, so you, like, really like cream
It's so
corn.
good. Okay. I don't know who made it, but, like, Rudy's has the best cream corn.
I wonder what they put in it to make it taste like not just...
I don't even know. And I just had a little bit of it because I was, corn and...
Yeah.
In and out.
So, yeah.
So I just had a little bit. It was so good.
That is, if I had, like, picked what I expected you to say, that would not have been it. Like, going into this whole podcast, nothing has been like we've thought.
Oh, I might give the recipe for our messy potatoes.
Please do. Do you have to give it to me first? Because...
things are happening in my brain, and I'm like, what the hell?
No, I don't know. I was trying to think of a reason you should give it to me first, so that I can, like, scoop everyone and, like, make them this Thanksgiving, and then I can give them to everyone else after Thanksgiving.
Well, I will be honest. That was my, like, recipe box. That was my recipe, like, just in cases.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll share that at the end. You have to hang until the end.
There you go. Now you're stuck. You have to stay. You gotta stay. You'll have to put them on our website.
It's worth it. Oh, I will.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe.
And also, I think...
But if that's my legacy, I'm going to give it away for free?
No, I mean, it's a small, tiny part.
I'm kidding.
I think I said small part of your legacy. I said legacy, and I was like, a small part of your legacy. Because your legacy is much more.
I really can't be offended by much. So don't worry about it.
There you go.
Oh, okay. I did have a little thing. Like, I've been seeing my health and nutrition guru, Krista Johnson, with Fit by Faith.
Fit by Faith.
Shut up.
Fitbyfaith.net.
Fitbyfaith.net.
I hope that's right now. Now I'm like...
It is. No, I did. I checked it out just to make sure.
.net.
Okay, here we go. Really quick. This is just a highlight of 8 quick tips on how not to feel like totally horrible after a Thanksgiving meal. Because, like, when you're fat full, you just don't feel good. You just don't
All
feel
the
good.
carbs.
Just, and then it's just like,
Yes.
bleh. So, okay, quick, 9. Number 1, avoid the all or nothing mentality. Have an abundance mindset. You know, this food, you can get turkey any day.
You can.
Go to the deli. Get the
Totally.
thick cut stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
you can have that stuff anytime. The
Yep.
food is around. You don't have to have all of it and fill your plate up and fill it up again. Have an abundance mindset. There's plenty. Use moderation. Have a
It's
few
so
bites.
hard.
Have a few bites of this and
So
that.
hard though, Krista. It's so hard.
Then, okay, at your Thanksgiving meal, eat your protein and fiber veggies first. Your green beans, like straight up green beans. You know, the straight up broccoli, the
Yeah.
salad.
Yeah.
Have those first. Wait a little bit, then have the starches and sugars. This will keep you balanced throughout the meal.
Okay.
So there you go. There's your plate. That's what I do. And
Yeah.
since we're doing like steak, did I say that we're doing steaks this year?
You did mention that.
Yeah, we're doing steaks. So I'm like, oh, we'll start with the
Wait, not
steak. We're
fish,
good to
you're not
go.
doing
Not fish. Woo! My husband would probably leave me if I served fish.
Mine would leave me too.
For Thanksgiving because
Yeah.
it's like one of his favorite holidays.
Okay.
Oh,
If anyone does have fish for Thanksgiving, we're so sorry.
no offense.
Don't sign off. and
Fish
not
is
watch
healthy
us.
and good for you.
It is. It's so omega-3s.
It makes you
it has
smart.
them, I think.
It's a cancer fighter food.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Go.
Number 2, prioritize exercise, even 20 minutes early in the morning.
I love
Do
it.
a good leg workout because then the afterburn lasts
Oh,
longer.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Very handy, Krista Johnson.
Number 3, choose beverages wisely. Moderation with alcohol.
Darn it.
If you go with water, really that's your best option because then
Yeah.
you're not getting those empty calories
Yeah.
from sugary drinks or juice or sparkling whatever. You know, have a sparkling
Tea,
cider
tea.
instead of alcohol.
Yeah.
You know. Here's a fun one: vodka and club soda. No calories, no carbs, and add a little extra lime. You got a little flavor. So there's a drink.
That's a good survival tip, too.
There you go.
Vodka.
Go with
Yeah,
red
yeah.
wine instead of the white. At
Yeah,
least you have a
a
little antioxidant. Or here's low sugar eggnog and use xylitol. And remember, fat from yolks is better
God
than sugar.
bless. Yeah. Mhm.
Xylitol.
Yeah.
Stevia.
Xylitol.
Then a sugar-free mojito. And again, you go for water. Number.
Thanksgiving mojito. I like that.
There's an idea.
That's a fresh take on
Oh my
things.
God, it is. We'll go with your fish.
It'll go nicely.
Okay, number 4, 3 big bites of dessert. That's the
big?
hardest one.
Krista, how big is the
How
big bite?
big? It's like if I can fit in my
I'm
mouth.
pretty sure I can fit a whole slice of pumpkin pie in my mouth.
Do I have to close my mouth? This is like when I go to Underwood's. I'm like, I can just put the roll in my mouth.
Yeah, like the whole
So that's one bite, right?
Yes. You know what? Any carby, starchy sin that you commit at Underwood's, if it involves the rolls of the cobbler, like you're good. Like you're absolved because
agree.
it's impossible to resist
Exactly.
those things.
I exercise. I eat good. Okay.
You do though. I mean, you really do. You can afford to.
There we go.
She does. She can.
Katie's so sweet.
No, but it's true. I guess because you're like the super put together, like on target one, and I'm like the one, and so like, I'm impressed. Like, she does very well. She's super hard on yourself.
Katie's
about that.
delusional,
No,
and I
it's
love
true.
her.
No, it's true, but whatever.
Okay, good. Yeah.
You do great.
You see how put together she is? Look at this.
Yeah, that's because my children are with my mother-in-law. I got to do my makeup and hair, which actually turned out weird, but yeah.
You look adorable.
Thank you.
And Katie apologizes for herself a lot. You will notice that.
I do. Sorry.
Okay, all right. We're not quick about this at all. Okay, number 5. Bring your own waistline-friendly dish. Low sugar, low carb, fruit, a paleo pumpkin pie, a flourless chocolate cake. So that way, and if you say to someone it's a flourless chocolate cake, no one else wants that. But then you get your own cake, and you made it so you know how delicious it is. So, because, have you ever made the,
That's a good idea. That's sneaky as heck, man.
It is.
I like it.
The bean brownies.
Yeah.
Have you ever made those?
I haven't. I wondered though. I pinned them.
They're so good.
I just didn't make them, just like so many of my Pinterest recipes.
For a while, that was my, like, if you have to take a food to some kind of meeting, I brought the bean brownies, and I just wouldn't tell anybody that they were the black bean brownies. And they're like, these are so good. I'm like, I know. And, but if you're like, they have beans in them, they're bean brownies. Everyone will be like, I'll have the pie. And you're like, okay.
All right, more bean brownies for me. We need to put that on a t-shirt or something. More bean brownies.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Okay. Number 6. At Thanksgiving dinner, eat protein, then the veggies, then wait some more.
Yeah.
We did talk about that, but I really like to emphasize that one. That one helps me. Because if I start with my meat and then do my veggies, like, it fills you up and you don't want the fat full later.
That's a smart way to eat anytime you feel like you might overeat. Just eat the important stuff first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Number 7, drink plenty of post-meal water. Drink tons of water and eat tons of fibrous veggies after your Thanksgiving meal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Helps it all.
That makes a lot of sense. Go ahead.
Okay. We're moms.
We're moms.
We deal with poop.
We don't get grossed out anymore. Not really.
Anyway. Number 8, don't skip any meals prior to your Thanksgiving meal. And she had Fit by Faith, there's like this very long paragraph explaining why, because it messes up your hormones and makes you like grouchy and crazy. And I'm just saying, like, don't skip a meal.
Yeah.
It messes with your inner fatty.
Yeah.
She mean.
Yeah.
She hangry.
Keep her satisfied and
Exactly.
quiet.
Have a protein shake.
Yes.
Have like grilled chicken salad.
Yes.
And you're good to go.
Eat something. For Pete's sake. Something balanced. Just do it. Your husband will thank you if you're married. Everyone else will thank you.
Exactly.
Everyone will thank you. Children.
Okay. And now it is Katie's turn for spitballing.
I can do the spitballing. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
So much pressure.
Oh, I do feel like. Oh.
I know. Like I'm gonna try really hard.
What's she gonna get? What's she gonna get?
Okay.
It really has really good aim because we're so close.
There you go. That makes it easier
So you
to not
can
miss.
pick a topic.
So she's holding up the board.
Pick a topic and aim.
Okay, wait. But see, I'm
don't
a
get a whole
professional.
lot.
Hold on, though, because I'm a professional at this. Because you don't grow up with my father without learning to shoot straw paper out of a straw.
Oh, whoa,
Hi, Dad. Okay,
you are good at
But hold on,
twisting
I'm not
that.
sure that
You don't need a whole lot.
I know, but you do though.
Oh,
Well, you do.
oh.
This is how I learned. Okay, some people learn differently.
That's like you're like dart. That's like a dart.
I want to aim at your face. You're not gonna put out your eye. Okay, I'm really afraid I'm gonna hit the same one as you, so I'm gonna try to hit it. Okay, literally.
Literally.
Oh, yeah, I know what this is.
Book of the week.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to our handy dandy prop box here.
Book of the week. Wait, don't show that cover. Oh, here.
I'm sorry, this was in the prop box. I thought it was approved, you guys. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Will this work?
I don't know.
Let's see. This. Okay, so Insurrection by Katie Carter was totally like it was the book I was going to share. I for one, it's. Stop laughing. Okay, here, take that away. They get it. I think it's too big to hold. Oh man, my coffee fell.
It's
just
so
stained
huge.
Sarah's carpet. Okay, so anyway, Insurrection is a great book written by my good friend Katie Carter. Do you know her?
She's great. She's so
fabulous.
much fun.
So fabulous, so much fun, and so very talented, very talented. Insurrection, and it's available on Amazon. So go on Amazon.com and in the search box type Insurrection by Katie Carter. Katie Carter is actually spelled Kadeeecarder, and it is worth your time if you like to get into a good novel with fun characters, especially if you like a strong female character. Then this is a really great choice for you. It's so fun. It takes you to. I always keep saying I keep saying it's an adventure novel, and it's it's sci-fi, but it is so adventurous. And I think as women, we don't always have that great woman, strong physically and emotionally character that just goes out there and really does something we've never dreamed of before. And it's so inspiring. It makes you want to get up and take on the world. It's good for your teen daughter or son. It's really, really good. Please, please, please support my friend Katie Carter and go to Amazon.com and look up Insurrection.
Or iTunes.
Or iTunes.
Or Nook.
Or Nook.
Yeah. And it's only like, what, $5?
Something. It's cheap.
Wow, what a great buy.
It's a great buy. And it is worth your time. I don't have time to read anymore, but I made time for that one because it was that good. I hardly ever get to read anymore.
And your husband read it too.
And, oh, yeah, he did. And he loved it. My husband loved it. We were on a cruise ship, and there's a million things to do, right? And do you know what my husband did for 2 days? He read Insurrection.
What?
He did. He totally,
that's really the best.
Other
That's so
things
great.
and laid on the bed and read Insurrection. It was great.
That's
and
fantastic.
he would say that. Like, it's really not... I tout it as being for women because it's... From a female perspective, it's a great book, but really, it is for anyone. It's the kind of thing anyone can love because it's one of those sort of epic stories anybody can love. And I hear that there may be sequels coming out soon.
Yeah, it's a trilogy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 more sequels coming out, and I cannot wait. To
Maybe
read
in
how it turns
February.
out. And the Australian is super, like, yeah. We've been talking about we need an audiobook of this. I need to be able to hear his accent.
Oh, yes. That would be the best.
Yeah. So, anyway, Insurrection. Check it out on Amazon. Do it. It's worth your time. Get it on your Kindle.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, so our last segment is like a happy little
Yay!
ending because it's been a little more than half an hour.
What? We talked for longer than we meant to?
What?
How's
that possible? Okay, who's going first?
Okay, you go first because I'm still looking for my thing on here. Unless you're not. Okay, wait. I have mine now.
Go for it.
Okay. So we decided we should end with inspiration or humor every day or every podcast. And my inspirational quote. I'm obsessed with the show The Crown right now on Netflix. It's so great, and in it, John Lithgow plays Winston Churchill.
John Lithgow,
and
he's the best.
Oh, he's so great. And in this, like, I never thought of him as like. Well, I knew he was a serious actor, but when I think of him, I always picture him from Third Rock from the side, and he was
always
so goofy on that show. But like he plays Winston Churchill, and my brother and I were talking about it. Like, you honestly forget who the real Winston Churchill looks like and sounds like,
so great.
Because he gets replaced by this character John Lithgow has created, which is very true to who he really was. But like, I couldn't remember what his face looked like because in my head I could only see John Lithgow. Okay, well, maybe that doesn't make sense. Anyway, so I started, because I'm like obsessed now with Churchill currently, because I'm obsessed with the show The Crown. I Googled quotes by him, and I loved this one because going into this, our first podcast, we weren't sure exactly how it would go or how it would turn out, and so I thought we need something to remind us that no matter what happens, it's going to be okay. So here's my quote for that. Success is not final. Failure is not final. It is the courage to continue that counts. So, if you're going through something, whether you're successful right now or you're failing right now, none of that is permanent. You have to continue. Continue, and the courage to continue is what counts. Winston Churchill. Love it.
That's fantastic.
It is fantastic. I love it. So that is mine. That is my inspiration.
That's
today.
So great. Okay.
What do you got?
Okay. Well, our Sunday school lesson this morning was on Ephesians 3. I'm going to read from the Message here.
We love the Message
because it just is very readable and friendly. It says, "This is my life work, helping people understand and respond to this message. It came as a sheer gift to me, a real surprise, God handling all the details. When it came to presenting the message to people who had no background in God's way, I was the least qualified of any of the available Christians. God saw to it that I was equipped, but you can be sure that it had nothing to do with my natural abilities. So here I am, preaching and writing about things that are way over my head, the inexhaustible riches and generosity of Christ. My task is to bring out in the open and make plain what God, who created all this in the first place, has been doing in secret and behind the scenes all along." And what I have been dealing with lately is that whole just trying to figure out, am I being successful in what I'm doing right now? And so often we feel like we're not successful.
Yeah.
In MOPS, mothers of preschoolers, if you're a mother of preschoolers, go to MOPS group.
Yes.
Change your life.
Yes.
We were talking about emotions. Imagine women having emotions.
What?
And I kind of was thinking, one of the emotions that I deal with is just not feeling good enough.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a single word to give it the label, but
Yeah.
it's not good enough. Like,
Yeah.
so much is not good enough. The house is never clean enough. The laundry's never done. The food could always be better.
Yeah.
The things could always be better.
Oh,
That
man, I
I'm just
feel
not
it.
good enough. Not good
Yeah.
enough. And you just get that message from your inner critic and the outer
Sure.
critics.
Yeah, I think we all have been there for sure.
Yeah, and so from that scripture, what I really got was that we're completed by God's presence. So very often I'm hesitant to share things about my walk with Christ because I'm afraid that it's not good enough.
Yeah.
Or that I say the wrong thing,
Yeah,
or
me
someone's
too,
gonna
yeah.
interpret it the wrong thing.
Yes. Yes.
And that it won't be good enough because I just make so many mistakes on my own.
Same.
And so, but it's like if you're completed by God's presence,
Yeah.
where do I end and where does God begin? God is in me, and in that we are limitless.
Yeah, that's so good.
And one of the things that the guy who taught class this morning was that very often things will seem to go wrong in our lives, and not like you expect it to go, right? And very often it feels like, he said this, and it just, I understand this sentiment so much, I think so many of us do. He said, sometimes we feel like God is saying, here's a hammer, go work with the screws.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's a really good analogy.
Oh yeah. Here's a hammer, go work with the screws. So
Yeah.
if you're having some kind of holiday or event or family or something in your life that
or
you're
a date
working
with toddlers
towards,
or small children or older children or teenagers.
yeah, when you're working towards something and it just doesn't feel like it's going right.
Yeah.
You're like, well, what? I've got my hammer.
Yeah.
But these are screws. What am I doing?
Yeah.
God's in it with you.
Yeah.
If what I'm doing brings joy to God and I'm using my gifts for good, then we are limitless.
That's really good. That's
Limitless.
really good. I love it.
Forget enough.
Yes.
Go beyond.
Oh, I love it. Forget enough. Go beyond. That's so good. That's so good. That's so helpful. Because we get where it can be so disheartening sometimes.
Yeah.
But
Forget.
yeah. Yeah. Forget about it.
So if your Thanksgiving goes crazy, if what could go wrong?
If your turkey catches fire, which is a story we didn't get to.
If your turkey catches fire.
If your turkey catches fire.
If your garbage disposal stops working that day.
Yeah. There you go.
If the water gets cut off.
Oh, no.
If your internet goes down. God's in it with you.
And you're limitless.
Yay! Y'all have a great night.
Have a great night. I'm going to clean up this coffee I spilled on your rug.
Fancy a cuppa.
Fancy a cuppa. Cheers.